So yes, you guys, we are actually 8 weeks in. So I just want to come to y'all to see these new babies. Now, I am going to be completely transparent with you guys. Like, I had an itch phase. My itch phase have subsided. So I am very alleviated. I am very happy that I don't have the itch anymore, but I am still having to wash every 2 weeks because I still get a little bit of flakage. So that is what I have noticed. So I get a little bit of flakage, but the itchiness has gone away. But it's still wild. There's no way for this to be tamed, really. So I kind of just let it do its own thing. And that's probably going to be for the next couple of months until it gets to a phase that I actually can do something else with it. As far as slippage, I still am having slippage, not as much as the first time around, but I'm still having some slippage. So that should be noted, you know what I mean? Now, I don't let it get over about 10 locks or so without calling in and go ahead and scheduling my retightening. Because I just don't want it to go too far going to where I've washed out my whole entire establishment. So I only let it go to the point of 10 locks and then I schedule. So I still been able to do 4 weeks. And I think this actual last retightening, I was able to go almost 5 weeks. So that was pretty good for me. But it's doing fairly good. I only had about one to slip on the edge line. So the shampooing technique with the stocking cap is working for me now. Once my sides over here and my back gets a little bit longer, I'll be able to start to braid and band. So I will be able to show you guys that process and we'll be able to go through it together. So that I can show people with short hair kind of like the proper way to braid and band. It is really hard to braid your hair when it's short. So I want to show people the proper sizes of the bundles. A lot of people, I do think, make the bundles too large or they try to put too many locks in. So it doesn't really secure it or they're not braiding tight enough. So I just kind of want to show you guys what it really actually look like when it's done and then going through the process. And if you guys have any questions, then y'all are able to ask me while we're going through it. Sometimes some people learn a little bit better with hands-on. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to also show you how to secure some of these babies when it's just really one small lock or really short lock. So I'm going to show you how to really put a rubber band around it to secure it so that you can shampoo it. I just want this to be an interactive process with me and you guys as we go through this lock journey, even if it's just so that you guys can see how mine go. And generally, most people, after actually seeing somebody else's journey and then being able to kind of rationalize it of what it may mean for them, then sometimes they're a little bit more comfortable with going through the process. If you already have started the process and just want a little bit of like, okay, I'm doing that right, then this is kind of going to be for you too as well. So I cannot wait. Now, a lot of people have asked me, not a lot, probably like 10, like what I'm doing as far as styles. As you can see, it's nothing I really can't do. I did the curls the one time, but other than that, if I want to do something, I just give it like a spray with some water. And I put an actual stocking cap on top, and then it actually lays it down for me. So it's down for pretty much all day. When I start to sleep and stuff, that's when it go to coming up. But I also noticed too as well, my hair gets a lot more frizzier when I do not wear like a bonnet or a silk or satin cap. Okay, so that's what I've noticed. And I think too as well, it makes your retightening last a little bit longer when you don't have so much friction on the locks, because it makes it a little bit more fuzzy. A little bit prior to the time that you normally go. So those are some things to kind of look at. Other than that, that's my touch up this week. I'm loving my hair. I don't have any regrets. I did have a few people ask why did I start over, and if you didn't catch it, this is why. With my first establishment or my first set of locks, I did a lot of stuff with them. And when I say that, I mean coloring. I mean like doing everything with them. Everything that I wasn't supposed to do. So what I decided to do this time, and I cut them. Like that was like the main reason. So I colored beyond coloring, and then also too as well, I cut off my sides, I cut off my back, and I cut off my other side too. So it literally was only hair at the top, like right here. So for me, I wanted to start over, and I wanted it to all be pretty much the same length as you can see. So I cut it and I allowed it to grow out for almost a year. And then I got my establishment started by Miss Angela at Authentic Locks. So that was what I did. Another reason why I chose to cut it all off and start over is because when I was actually getting the haircuts, I started with more hair, right? And then as they actually trimmed in, because I didn't go to the same barber, which I should have did. So that is another recommendation. If you're going to have a cut, make sure that you go to the same person so that they know how to actually cut your locks. Because some people actually cut a little bit too far up on that line, and then it caused this area to get smaller and smaller and smaller because the locks were unstable because the base was getting cut. So that's what I did. And then also too, just the coloring. So it was just a lot of different things, and I just wasn't taking care of it. I wasn't getting my reties on time. So with all of that going on, and the fact that I wanted all my hair to be the same size, and there was no way to grow it in that way, that's why I decided to do just a whole total cut, allow it to grow, and then I decided to get my locks. This time with my establishment, I have not did my roots, as you see. I actually colored my hair months before it was time for me to get the establishment, and then I treated my hair. After that, I'm not coloring. So meaning I've got my establishment, I will not be coloring my hair moving forward with my locks. Just because I don't want to damage. And if I do choose to color, it would be in small increments over a long period of time. I'm not trying to, go to crazy platinum colors. But anyway, I'm still as excited, and I'm still happy with my establishment, and I'm actually happy with the process. I can tell that my hair is growing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I can tell that my hair is growing. And that's simply because it's been on my ear. You know what I mean? It's been touching my ear, and I've been like, oh my gosh, something on me. And it's not. It's just my hair. So that just lets me know that my hair is growing. So I'm really ecstatic about that. Now, my goal is to see how much it grows within a year, and then measure that within 2 years. So meaning just kind of see how fast my hair grow, or if it can double within the time. Because as I just stated, I let my natural hair grow for a year, and it really was shorter than this when I got started. Now, give or take, I did do a couple cuts, so I'm gonna be honest. But still, it just doesn't grow as fast when I have my locks. So I kind of want to go through all the phases with you guys. And I just kind of want to experience my locks with you guys. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. If y'all see me out here and I'm looking like this, no, I didn't have time to put on my cap. So we're doing the best that we can. And also, it's just to give other people the freedom, you know what I mean, to be, who you are, to rock your locks the way that you want to rock your locks, and just go through the process and embrace it. Instead of covering it, hiding it, or it's not laying the way it needs to. Work with it the best way that you can, because as we see with this process, it has a mind of its own, and especially if your locks are short. So it will take some time for it to get some weight, swell up, and fall, and I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is do a style for you guys in a couple of days, so y'all can see what it looks like with a style, so you don't have to rock it like this. But it is hard keeping up with shorter locks. Up until the point to where it gets to a length to where you could do something with it. And as we get into those phases, I will be doing things with my hair so that you actually can see what you can do. If you guys have any questions, just make sure that you guys follow us, inbox me, and I can give you some recommendations. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and check out our website at www.benaturallocks.com. It was definitely nice chit-chatting with you guys today. But I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Like, I've been in here, I done did 6 clients. I'm tired. But I just wanted to make sure I jumped on here and talk to y'all first and let y'all know, like, how my journey is going. Because it's been 2 months, 8 weeks. We counting down. All right, y'all. Be safe. Hit me up and leave me a comment. And always hit the like button.